After watching the famous Netflix show Money Heist, fans have wondered which real-life heists are as incredible as the ones on screen. A heist is any crime in which valuables are taken illegally, mostly with force and violence, from a place or person, and for a criminal, there's no crime more enticing than a bank robbery. You are watching the channel 10 Town, and for today's video, we've come up with the 5 most impressive heists of all time. But before we hop into the details, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends and family. Number 5. The Great Train Robbery, Buckinghamshire, United Kingdom, 1963. Stolen £2.6 million, or $4.1 million. We've all thought about committing the perfect heist, without any bloodshed, the ultimate foolproof plan that earns more money than one can even dream of. Infiltration of a bank or museums are common targets of a heist, but this was not the case in the Great Train Robbery that occurred in Buckinghamshire back in the year 1963. The theft of $4.1 million was a huge amount back in the day. The Great Robbery of the Royal Post Office train, filled with mailbags, has made itself into the British history. Accomplished using only a metal bar as a weapon, the 17-member gang formulated and executed the ever-so-legendary plan to raid the train in a remote location by rigging the trackside signals to stop the train while it was heading from Glasgow to London on the West Coast Main Line in the early hours. The conductor was overpowered and the loot was stolen. At the time, the criminals were successful, but later, most of them were captured and imprisoned. But 2 thieves, Ronnie Biggs and Charles Wilson, notoriously both escaped. The cash they stole was on its way to being burned, and the group would have pulled off the heist had they not been dumb enough to play Monopoly in a barn nearby, while leaving their fingerprints all over the place. The story of this heist has served as a basis of inspiration for several books and films since it occurred. Number 4. Northern Bank Robbery, Belfast, UK, 2004. Stolen £26.5 million, or $41 million USD. The notoriety and financial reward linked to robbing a bank are what tempt robbers to plan a heist. Such is the case of the Northern Bank burglary of 2004. It was a money theft of the Northern Bank in Ireland. A huge gathering of looters seized £26.5 million. The UK government and Ireland police all guaranteed the burglary was an inside job and was executed by the IRA, but this is denied by the IRA and their administration. What is known is that, on the week before Christmas, robbers in Belfast dressed as policemen entered the homes of 2 bank managers and held their families hostage. The following day, as their families remained under threat, the managers went to work as normal, and by the end of the workday, they let the thieves into the bank. The looters were able to successfully masquerade as bank officials and steal the money. Once the heist was over, the families of the bank managers were released unharmed. Till the year 2009, the case was still being prosecuted and new plotters were being charged. Majority of the heist is still unsolved, and only one person has been arrested. Monetary counsel Ted Cunningham was accused of laundering cash that had originated from the burglary. In 2005, the police forces in both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland made arrests and carried out home searches, and a sum of £2.3 million was impounded at the house of financial advisor Ted Cunningham. And banker Phil Flynn was forced to resign as chairman of the Bank of Scotland. However, it can be said that this heist was indeed one of the most incredible heists of all time. Number 3. Brinks MAT Robbery, London, 1983. Stolen £26 million, $41 million. Along with winning the lottery, robbery is another classical way to score huge amounts of money, with the security to never have to work again. Owned by Johnson Matthey Bankers Limited, Brink MAT is a British company that stores valuable items. On a cold November morning in 1983, 6 looters advanced into the Brinks MAT distribution center at Heathrow Airport with the assistance from a security guard who was in the heist. Britain's most notorious bank heist was an inside job. Other guards on duty were tied up or killed on spot. Their unique planning included taking simply the £3 million in real money that was securely guarded. However, the plan changed once they found an extra 3 tons of gold bars and precious stones, altogether making the thrilling heist worth the risk of being caught. They made off with $41 million in loot and wished the guards a Merry Christmas on the way out. A few murders have been connected to the case. An unlucky ending to a lucky heist was when the mastermind was caught after the security guard Anthony Black, who helped the robbers gain entrance, confessed to the crime and turned the mastermind, Robinson, in along with gang leader Michael McAvoy. The other 4 robbers are still unknown, along with the gold that has been recuperated and remained at large along with the diamonds. Insurers Lloyd's of London paid out for the losses of the robbery, and surprisingly, links of this robbery have been found with the recent Hatton Garden safe deposit burglary that occurred in 2015. Number 2. Dar es Salaam Bank Heist, Baghdad, Iraq, 2007. Stolen $282 million. Apart from the people getting robbed, who doesn't love a well-planned robbery? In July 2007, in an astonishing heist, guards of the bank in Iraq made $1 million. The theft of $282 million from the Dar es Salaam Bank, a private monetary foundation, brought up a larger number of issues than it catered to, and authorities were quiet about the wrongdoing. The nearby police said 2 watchmen were involved in the burglary, yet an authority at the Interior Ministry said 3 guards were included. The Iraqi Interior Minister did reveal that the whole heist was engineered by a pair of guards who worked for the bank and were allegedly collected to militias roaming the region back in 2007, as it would have been difficult for them to move without being searched through the many checkpoints in Baghdad. The stolen money was in American dollars, not Iraqi dinars. It was unknown why the bank had that much money on hand in dollars, or how the robbers managed to move such a large amount without being detected. While many of the details of this robbery still are a mystery, it is to be noted that the heist was indeed a remarkable one. Number 1. Central Bank of Iraq Robbery, Baghdad, Iraq, 2003. Stolen over $920 million. Another heist in Baghdad turned into the biggest bank heist ever. The mastermind behind this bold theft was Iraqi despot Saddam Hussein. A day before the Iraq War started in 2003, he sent 3 huge trucks to the central bank, in addition to his son, Qusay, who was reportedly sent with a transcribed note requesting to pull out almost $1 billion to keep it from faux hands. The cash was stacked into vans and driven away to an undisclosed location. Most of the money was recuperated in the following assaults, yet it doesn't end here. Entrusted with tallying the illegal robbery, American soldiers grabbed countless dollars for themselves and their families. It is unclear till this day how much of the total money was recovered, but it is rumored that at least $650 million was found in Hussein's palace during a raid. None of the personage were caught. However, 35 service individuals were convicted. According to the New York Times, this robbery, given the amount that was stolen, was the biggest robbery, but since Saddam Hussein was an absolute ruler, the incident technically did not break or violate any Iraqi laws. The absurd amount, total absence of investigatory outcomes, along with the way in which everybody just seemed to forget about the whole incident, makes this the biggest and most unusual of heists of all time. Which one is your favorite heist of all time? And if you were ever to plan a heist, which place would be your target of interest? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos in the future. Also, hit the bell icon to stay up to date and be the first one to watch our latest videos.